We are riding high after last night's FFA Cup victory against Malvern City, and of course, we have to capitalise on these good moments and bring you another episode of the Langy Buzz. But it's a bit of a shock episode because I turned up, the lights were off, there were no senior players here. Michelle, who had told me to come on Thursday night, forgot there was no training. But luckily, we pulled some strings, we got some players to come. Tom Youngs and Faraz Zanouzi will be our guests this evening on the Langy Buzz. Whenever you're watching, it is on demand. But we'll get into those interviews very shortly. They are two absolute crackers, so stay tuned. Right, well, one of the players who took the field and was part of that momentous FFA Cup victory last night is the man who joins me, Tom Youngs. What a result that was at the death last night.
Yeah, great result, great win. We knew it'd be tough against a lower league team, but they come to win. And obviously we needed a reaction from the last 2 weeks, so the boys showed some character, worked hard, and we dug in and got the last minute winner. It was pleasing.
Yeah, does it feel like that result last night has rebuilt a bit of that confidence in the squad after a difficult few weeks?
Yeah, I think we needed it, because if you lose 3 on the bounce, and from the start we've had head start going down and start get bickering and stuff like that, so we definitely needed a win. I think we was looking more of a reaction in at how we played and how we pressed and how we worked for each other was the main thing. But obviously we wanted to win. That was the main aim. So yeah, it's very, very good for the boys and the club. So yeah.
And we did have a lot of chances over the course of the night, but it was, of course, Jeremy's winner in the end, that spectacular goal from the edge of the box with minutes left to play. Give us a few words on that goal. Yeah, I know you don't want to big him up too much. I'm sure you would have rather scored it yourself, but what did you think of it?
Yeah, cracking goal. Obviously, I think it was written for him against his old club and the game he had. I think he was man of the match for me. So to top off with a goal like that was outstanding. And yeah, because we should have had the game wrapped up very early. I think should have been 3 or 4 nil at half time. But that's how games go. They fair play to Malvern. They kept themselves in the game. So when it went 1-1, I'm just glad our heads didn't go down and we stuck together and we went and got the winner. And yeah, what a goal it was. Fair play to him. Yeah.
And you're part of that attacking unit that created a few more chances. Certainly an improvement on previous weeks. Does that give you a little bit of extra faith? That things are starting to click in that front three.
Yeah, of course. We've got the talent up there. We've got the players, different type of players. So yeah, of course we want to create chances. We want to score goals because scoring goals wins you games. So that's our job, to create goals, score goals, and obviously work for the team. So yeah, we're creating the chances. That's the main thing. So we just got to put them away, and yeah, I think we can do that in the coming weeks. Yeah.
Now, something else that did happen in that game that you probably won't want me to bring up, but I'm going to do it anyway. You've had a few nutmegs at Lawton Park this season, but you were on the receiving end of one last night. Pretty tough one. Have you recovered yet?
Yeah, my head went. I had my head down for about 10 minutes. I was getting stick from the crowd. But yeah, look, if I'll give him that plenty of time, so it's fair play to him. He got me back, and yeah, I won't be after it again for sure.
Well, it's an interesting one. Is that something that's always been a part of your game? Because you've done at least one a week from what I've seen at your time so far. Has it always been a part of your game to just try the cheeky nutmeg?
Yeah, I enjoy it, because defenders come at you, legs open. It's just on. Don't happen all the time, and they don't always work. But when it does come off, it's one of my trademarks. I don't mind the nutmeg, so yeah, that'll be coming more throughout the season, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, you clearly, from the little skills like that, you've shown that you're a clever player, and there are a lot of intelligent forwards you've got either side of you. How are you finding linking up with some of your attacking teammates this season?
Yeah, good. I enjoyed it. Honestly, it's been different personnel. We had George for the first 3 games, and I think me and him worked really well together. Obviously, it showed winning the 3 games, and then he got the injury, and obviously Sammy's been up there, Macca's been up there, so it's hard to adapt to different players and what their skills are and what they bring to the table. So it's more part of me as well, learning about my other players, how they play, what they're good at, what they can work on, and try and just to help them out throughout the game and do the best I can with the players that I'm playing with.
Well, you are all still learning and gelling together with one another in that forward line, but it seems from what we've seen off the pitch, Tom, it looks like you're settling in very well, and it's a pleasure to have you join us on the Langy Bus this evening.
Thank you. Yeah, I've loved it so far. It's a great club, great people. They've looked after me since I've been here. The boys are great. A bit of banter flying about. So yeah, I love being here so far. So hope that continues and we have a good season.
Yeah, well, Tom, best of luck on Monday night. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Cheers.
A member of the Langwarrin goalkeeping contingent joining us here tonight on the Langy Buzz. For us, your second time on the Langy Buzz. It's a pleasure to have you back.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah, well, rumour is, I was obviously away a number of weeks ago in Tasmania, not able to commentate this game. Word on the street is that you were lining up to commentate. Fancy yourself behind the microphone?
Look, I do like to stand behind the mic sometimes, but I think I'm needed on the bench more as a backup keeper. So, yeah, we'll stick with that.
Okay, well, how about as a sort of happy medium? You know, we see a lot of other clubs, you know, they've got the sort of roaming player interviews in the change rooms at full time. Could we think of maybe we need a better name than roaming Faraz, but could that be something we could line up in the future?
Absolutely. Would love to do that. Interview players myself, get some insight. That'll be good. Yeah, be really good.
No, note to Michelle, who's behind the camera. Let's keep that one on file for now. We've got it in video form. But on a more serious note, as I mentioned, a big part of this goalkeeping contingent, yourself and Fraser. How are you finding, you know, the two of you working together this season? Do you find you keep yourself both at your best?
Oh, absolutely. We push each other every session, but along with that, we look out for each other as well, seeing how we can improve each other. Always talking about different moments, different tactics, situations. So we're always on top of each other, trying to improve each other as well. So it's competitive, but it's also a good environment to be in. It's nice and healthy, so that's always good.
And of course, you do have a lot of time to spend, you know, with Scott and the coaching team. Sometimes, you know, on the sidelines. What's the environment like at pitch side? You know, listening to the conversations that go on between Scott and the rest of the coaches.
Oh, it's brilliant. You sit there and you realise how a team is meant to be run. The good, the bad, what to do in different situations. You gain insight in how a team should work, and it's really good. It's really good stuff. Really important as well. So some stuff that, you know, fans don't see the hard work behind the scenes, but us players, we see that. So it's really important.
Yeah. And obviously, you joined us midway through 2019, so you were sort of put in a difficult position. You hadn't been at the club for a heap of time, and then obviously everything happened in 2020. But is it that professionalism that's been one of the reasons that, you know, you're still here and you know, an important part of the club?
Again, professionalism is a big part of here. Knowing a lot of the boys as well helps, but it's just a really well-run club. Lots of good people around, and you know you're going to get intensity every training session. You know what you're going to get from each player every session, every match day. So it's a good place to be around and good team to be a part of. So,
It was a good place to be around last night in particular.
Absolutely.
Take us through those celebrations last night in the change room.
Oh man, ridiculous. Coming off a couple of bad results, we knew we needed something big, and thankfully for Jeremy's right leg, he provided that, and that was a really, really exciting moment. You can see it in everyone's eyes. Everyone was just flying. I think Tuxie was crawling on the ceiling at one point. So, no, it was really, really good moment for everyone.
And I already asked Youngsy about it, but it'd be only natural for me to ask you the same question, or a similar question at least. Has Jeremy been sharing that goal in the Langwarrin group chat, showing it around to people? Certainly, yes, 100%.
Oh yeah, I think he's set up a few burner accounts on social media and he's leaving some comments saying, "Oh, brilliant goals" and stuff. But yeah, I think all of his social media has been plastered with it, so he's very proud of it, as he should be. As he should be.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, that was a confidence-boosting win, a win that I think the squad really needed to have. Does that give you a huge boost ahead of this game on Monday against Bulleen?
Oh, absolutely. You can feel it through the fans. You can feel it through the team managers. Everyone just had that tingle after the game. You know how good we can be, and why not maintain that and keep that going? Because no one wants to feel like crap after games. You want to have that good feeling going, and to keep that going is really important. So hopefully it sets off another chain of events to get a run going.
Yeah, well, we certainly hope we can keep the good times rolling from here on in. For us, we might not get you behind the commentary caper just yet, but hopefully we can get something like a roaming for us, patent pending, title to be confirmed happening in the future. Thank you very much for your time.
No problems at all. Thank you.
Well, usually when I say goodbye to everyone on the Langy Buzz and thank people for their time, I let you know when the next game's going to be, and more specifically, where it's going to be. It will be on Monday night, I'll give you that much, but we're going to turn this into a brief quiz for you. So the question is, games on Monday night, who are we playing? And what's the venue? If you answered B to that question, then you're correct. We are playing Bulleen at the Venator Club this Monday night. It'll be a huge fixture. Will potentially, fingers crossed, more announcements to come, be streamed as well if you can't make it. But an easy trip up the Eastern Freeway to get to the Ven on a Monday night. It's a classic fixture. There are little, if any, excuses to make it. So we're hoping to see you there. And if you enjoyed answering questions like that one, enjoying a little bit of a quiz, then the upcoming trivia night at the Langwarrin Soccer Club on May the 8th here at Lawton Park might be for you. If you want more details, make sure you head to the club website. See you at Monday night at the Ven.